Oh my God, sorry.
Sophia, no, I don't like this one.
He asked if he could do it from behind so he could watch the program. This has got to be a joke.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you.
Hello there and welcome
Happy
back.
Wednesday, bloody hell. Happy
Welcome.
July, everyone.
Jesus Christ, July is Julying, isn't it?
You're in pink, looking very
I'm in pink.
seasonal.
The toes are out, but I've hidden them deep in the chair today because I don't want the
What's
Wiki
the foot?
Feet Wanderers,
Wiki Feet.
the Wiki Feet Wanderers to be screenshotting that.
Can't give it them for free.
No, absolutely not. But this is the first time I've had my toes out this year on the podcast.
Wow, it's a big moment.
It means
That's
it's
a big
summer.
moment.
You know, what's really great is that we've upgraded from the Uggs. Remember the Ugg
Oh,
era?
it's good that we've got you out of those. Took a while.
I would honestly.
I think you'd still probably slide them on.
I think on the tour bus, that is going to be my shoe.
Okay.
Are we doing a no shoe policy on the
I
bus
was going to
as well,
say
I
that, but
guess?
you've just said you wanted to wear your Uggs. So.
Well, maybe I'll get a fresh pair that are just for the bus.
Indoor only.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But, a barefoot is a nice, but I like being barefoot anyway.
But on a tour bus, I don't know. Who else has been on the bus?
It's only me and you and Grace and Mark on the bus.
Yeah. I'll probably wear my socks.
Yeah, but toes are fine.
Yeah.
Bare feet is fine.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be hot. September, it's
Hopefully.
going to be warm. September's a warm month.
I'm actually not that fussed about feet. I'm
Yeah.
not weird about feet.
But
But I'll probably be wearing a sock and a slipper.
Yeah, well, we'll get some slipper. We'll get some bus slippers.
Bus slippers.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And that'll
Happy
be
Wednesday
lovely.
then,
Yeah,
everybody.
so happy Wednesday. I hope your toes are thriving.
Me too.
Having a lovely day.
Our studio is being put together, erected
Oh,
today.
yes,
We're
absolutely.
going to have some pink curtains in here.
being erect.
We've got dining tables arriving. It's becoming a beautiful space.
We're very honestly, and we want to. Well, Mark wanted to put a mattress in here so we could sleep in here.
Yeah. It's pushing it a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. This is a working space.
This is a HQ.
Absolutely.
Okay, so our question of the week this week, it is boy talk.
Absolutely.
And our question this
Let's
week
get it.
was, what is your go-to flirting tactic? Chintz, what's yours?
Honestly,
Nothing's springing to mind, I'll be honest, but
start-
I'm disappointed in myself.
it needs to start. Or if it's a tactic, it needs to start with a bit of alcohol. Do you know what I mean?
Tactic.
If it's like tips and tricks.
when I was hiking on Mount Tibidabo.
Yeah, when I'm hiking on Mount Tibidabo.
In Barcelona.
So it needs to start. It can't be stone cold sober for
No,
myself.
need liquid courage.
Yes, at least a couple of two Aperols at least.
Just bat those long lashes.
And you know, I made my first ever own Aperol a couple of weeks ago.
How was it?
Sensational.
Nice.
It was everything that I wanted it to be.
Oh,
And it was
because you can
just
get
sweet.
the perfect proportion. Did you make
Yeah.
it with lemonade?
No, not even tonic.
Oh, wow.
You know, sometimes when they're a bit bitter and not so sweet, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a bit Prosecco-y.
Yeah. Bit tonic-y.
They're not being generous with the actual Aperol itself, because that's what's sweet, you guys.
And tasty.
Yeah. So I did a generous heaping of Aperol.
Generous pour.
and then just like a splash of Prosecco, it was delicious.
Wow. Lovely.
So easy
You can make those
at
on the
home.
tour bus.
I sure
Get you a little
can.
barista.
Well, yeah, I would rather, as a little liquid courage moment, I'd rather an Aperol than a wine for the tour.
Yeah. Well, wine makes me like sleepy.
Yeah, and it makes me shudder also.
Unless it's like during, I don't know, I have a weird thing with wine. I wouldn't start drinking wine to get drunk.
No.
I would drink wine as like maybe during the day, like on holiday,
absolutely.
but I'm not like, it's not riling me up.
Yeah. Can I get it with the spritz? Can I get a side of lemonade on the side?
That's Lydia's thing. Can I get some lemonade on the side?
You know, Lydia said one time we were out, she's like, can I just get one ice cube?
She's very specific about how she likes her
Can I
drinks.
just get lemonade on the side and just like one ice cube, please?
My mum's friend always has lemonade in her wine.
Yeah, honestly delicious. It makes it nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes it sweet.
So flirting.
But I don't think you can do that if you ever went wine tasting.
I'm not sure what our flirting tactics are.
No,
but I
I've
think
got
we
none.
can be very good at the texts. We can craft a good text.
Sophia can craft a good text.
Yeah, but I can do that for both of us.
Yeah, Sophia's great.
I can think of some good replies
Like I've said
sometimes
many
on text,
times,
and that's as far as it goes.
Sophia is good with words.
So we've got here lots of physical touch and making fun of them.
Oh, well, see,
A
I
little bit of
guess.
teasing.
Okay, wait. If I'm picturing it from a sense of, well, I already know the person.
Well, I was picturing it of like I'm making a move. on
Yeah,
them.
me too. Whereas this girl's just said this is like we're like second date vibes. Like,
This girl said, "My dog, always the pickup to start talking to a stranger.
yeah, nice.
It's all in the eyes."
Well, it's like with Miranda in that episode of Miranda when her and Stevie got the dogs.
oh yeah.
to go
I
and
love
find,
Miranda.
to go and find the
Trunkety
guy
necklace.
who's
A lot
lost
of
his wallet.
people are saying. Sorry, a lot of people are saying to be mean and like poking fun.
Yeah, that it's like
Teasing.
a tease. Ooh.
Me and my best friend pretend to mistake guys for our friend Tom. Tom doesn't exist.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my god, Tom, how are you?
That's genius.
That is clever.
That
And
is
it's, oh my god, I'm so
genius.
sorry.
Tom.
At the bar, some girl says, "Is that a tequila shot you're ordering? Wow, I've never had one." As in, like, you can buy me one.
Ah, very smart. Oh my god.
Telling them they look like Adam Sandler to weed out the boys with no humor. Oh, that's quite clever.
Love it. Gotta be able to poke fun at
Lots
yourself.
of eye contact, little bit of sass, a winning combo every time.
Bit of sass.
Someone said the
absolutely.
triangle method. What's the triangle
Oh,
method?
What is the triangle method? Do you want me to Google that real quick?
Don't know.
Is it like a 1, 2,
Completely
3?
ignoring them.
Yeah, lovely.
Honestly, just loads of eye contact, people are saying. Touching arms.
I would say eye contact is key.
looking at lips,
It's
back up to
definitely
the
key.
eyes. Completely ignoring them and hope they know I like them.
Oh, here we go. This is the triangle method. So,
Okay.
TikTok videos claim that the triangle method is a foolproof way to make someone fall for you. It involves quickly looking at one of the person's eyes.
It's an eye thing.
So, one of the person's eyes, then the mouth, then the other eye. It
Ah.
may facilitate eye contact, a demonstration of interest, and motivates leaning in for a kiss. That's what they do in the
Wow.
movies.
Yeah, that's what they
You
do in the
see that
movies.
eyes flutter down to the
lips.
to the subtle lips. Oh, triangle
that's very
method every
clever.
time. Love it.
Again, taking the mick out of them works every time.
Yeah.
Eye
Yeah.
contact, alcohol, lots of shots usually do the trick. Acting cheeky, keeping good eye contact,
Acting
liking them
cheeky.
on Hinge. Someone's just said the look.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's holding the eyes. It's all in the eyes.
Liking their Insta story, sarcasm, asking them to take a picture of me and my friend always starts the combo for one of
Nice.
us. Okay, yeah. Calling them king works every time.
Okay, King.
Someone said, "Hey, handsome."
Oh.
Defo flirty banter. They've got to be able to take a joke. Triangle, eye, mouth works every time. Smiling and a wink. Oh, see, I wish a wink came naturally to me, but it just doesn't.
I can't wink to save my life. Absolutely not.
They think I was like twitching or
Yeah,
something.
I cannot wink. That's a no-go for
Someone's
myself.
saying slightly awkward vibes. Guys love to think they make you nervous.
Oh, like a little
I'm just so
a little
shy.
embarrassed, like, oh, I'm too shy. Okay, lovely. So we've got a bit of sarcasm. We've got the triangle method. We've learned something new.
Yeah, we've learned something
Eye
new there.
contact.
Most people are saying treat them mean, keep them keen.
I
That
was just
seems to be
about
the
say
general
that.
consensus.
Treat them mean, keep them keen.
And last one, asking a guy, what's your party trick? Good conversation starter.
Oh, what's your party trick?
Okay, interesting. Well, I hope we've all learned
So we're
something
going
new
to
today.
walk
A new
into the
flirting
bar
tactic.
and we're going to go, hey, handsome.
Hey, handsome. And we're
Is
going to go
that-
eye,
Yeah,
mouth.
and
then
we're going to go, is that a tequila shot?
I've never had one before.
I've never had a tequila shot before.
And then we're going to try and make fun of them.
I'm gonna go,
oh, you're such a silly barista.
There we
a
go.
mixologist.
There we go.
Brilliant.
I used to be a bartender in Mount Tibidabo.
Mount Tibidabo.
Have you ever
That's
had
a
an
Friends
Aperol
reference,
spritz?
which I hope you all know.
Have you ever had an Aperol spritz?
Yeah, that can be your. I make a great Aperol spritz.
Yeah, I make a great Aperol spritz.
Okay, this is unique. Brian is choosing Jeremy Clarkson's Farm over getting intimate with me. Have you watched the show, Chintz?
I am familiar with the show. I'm familiar with the I've watched a couple episodes.
Caleb.
I've only seen a couple of episodes. I'm
Gerald.
familiar with the older
Lisa.
guy who you can't really understand.
That's Gerald.
and
Yeah.
he's like,
I've seen it all. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I
It's
do
really
want to
fun.
watch it.
I did go to the farm, Diddley Squat, but it was closed. I went out of season, but I was already in the vicinity, so we went to drive, but it was closed. But
So in
I've
what-
seen the queues. They look pretty large.
So in what instance is this man choosing the farm over intimacy.
Maybe you're making a move. You're doing your eye, mouth, flirting whole thing, and he's putting the TV on, perhaps.
Oh, he's choosing to watch it.
I think so.
Oh, I
What
was
did you think, going to
picturing.
work?
I thought we were taking a trip to the farm.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
that could be it.
Yeah.
She could be suggesting a romantic
okay.
weekend away, but he wants to go to Diddley
It's
Squat.
giving that he's just into the TV and not you.
Hey,
There's a
girls.
wall between the two of you, and it's Jeremy on the TV.
Me and Brian met at the start of uni and have been dating for 6 months.
Congratulations.
6 months. We should be all
Yeah,
over
we
each
should
other.
be
We're both
sexy
19.
beasts. Yeah.
Everything was good at the start until he has recently been acting cold and dismissive in the bedroom. It's always me initiating sexy time and never him. Sometimes he even shrugs me off and dismisses me. Oh,
Not good.
Ouch.
This
Recently,
guy-
it has gotten worse. We are in the middle of exam season. Right, we've got important
course.
things to think about here, guys. And he has been spending 24/7 with his new friends he met 2 weeks ago. Okay, I don't think this is about Clarkson's Farm. I think this is about your boyfriend has had a wandering eye. Especially one girl, Sarah. He spends late nights studying. I've made
Studying.
multiple attempts to set up date nights and bought us a nice bottle of wine.
Oh,
Just
you
one
guys.
ice cube, please, and some lemonade.
Just one ice cube.
Put effort into my appearance to look nice for him, and still nothing. Last night, I was trying to initiate sex while we were watching.
While we were watching.
Jeremy Clarkson's Farm.
Of course, it's very sexy
Nothing like
show.
that to get you in the mood.
Nothing like pigs on the farm.
And the cows.
Absolutely.
I had to then actually ask him if he wanted something.
Coitus.
And he replied with, if you want. Well, not now. I don't
What
want
a
to.
loser! What a loser! Who does he think he
During
is?
the act.
He thinks he's
oh
some
my
sort of
god.
sex god.
Oh my god. Sorry. This is actually not okay. So she
No,
was
Sophia. No.
she was servicing him, we'll say. Okay.
Sophia!
During the act, I caught him deeply invested on the program. So you
Servicing.
just looked up and you're thinking, you're fucking watching the TV behind me.
Like, be locked in.
You're watching Jeremy Clarkson grow those fucking mushrooms. During
Does
the
he grow
act,
mushrooms?
I then proceeded to ask him if he wanted to have sex. We could take it to the next level. He asked if he could do it. Oh my God, sorry.
Sophia, no, I don't like this one.
He asked if he could do it from behind so he could watch the program. This has got to be a joke.
Oh, well, he's just giving this is not a connected sex.
I wasn't sure if he was serious, but he explained that he was
Sophia.
only doing it as a favor for me.
Oh, who is this guy? Who is this
Please.
guy? Please, I'm trying to re-spark our relationship.
Please. Suggesting having sex with me is like a chore, right?
Oh, he didn't say that.
No,
But
suggesting that.
sorry, I thought he said this is a fucking chore. Sorry, that was a
That was a
absurd
scream. Everyone's got their headphones in, just shit themselves.
I think I was out of the microphone. But I thought he said this is a fucking chore.
Everyone driving the car's gone, whoa.
This is a fucking chore. Who do you think you are, mate?
I explained how this has made me feel, and he even started getting angry at me for feeling annoyed, not understanding at all how
No.
he did anything wrong.
No. Deflection, gaslighting, manipulation at its finest.
I left his room in silence, extremely pissed off, and we haven't spoken since. Good fucking
Right, I
riddance.
think-
Oh my God, I can see he's at Sarah's accommodation from his location as I write this email. What do I say to him? Nothing. You just escape his life.
You
I
just
can't really
say-
ignore him. You can, as it's his birthday on Friday. Fuck his birthday. And I'm writing this on Wednesday. I've put a lot of time and money on his gifts, which
we
I've
can
already given to
return
him.
Oh.
And organising a nice get together with our friendship group. Help, I've attached pictures of us for
Oh,
reference.
please.
Oh my God. She
Oh,
is so
please,
beautiful.
please.
He looks a bit like Caleb.
Who's Caleb?
Oh, yeah, I watched it from the farm. You can do much better.
You are so beautiful.
You can do
You
much
don't have to put
better.
up with that shit from this shaggy haired man.
Weirdo. Oh no.
No. That's
This is
not-
just a loser.
You know, this is 6 months in. This is not how intimacy should be. Like intimacy should be. Like we should be, you know, connecting.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that he just thinks he's God's gift. Oh, this is a favor to you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Who do you think you are? Do you think you've got God's greatest willy in the world or something, you weirdo?
Yeah.
So absolutely not.
I think,
this
honestly, I
warrants
think-
the biggest
I think-
breakup in the world.
Yeah, I think he's obviously a massive twat. I think his
Massive
head has
twat.
maybe been turned by a new friend or something else, and he's just sort of thinking.
I think he
'cause
clearly doesn't realize what he has right in front of him. Because
Yeah,
you are the most
obviously,
gorgeous
but
girl in the
sometimes
world.
that's how boys like work. They just be mean to you so that you have to break up with them because they can't be asked to go through a breakup. So they try and treat you bad so that you feel like you've got to be the one to end it. And I
Yeah.
think that's kind of what's happening here. Obviously, neither of you are really in this relation, well, especially him. He's very checked out. He doesn't care at all. He's being really horrible, and you don't deserve
He's
that.
being really horrible. Even like right at the start of the email, you said he's being just off with you.
Yeah.
And like that in itself is like, okay, fuck off then.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't fight for
please.
this guy. He's
Like,
really not worth it.
Like, don't, like, I know you've already given him the gifts, and I know you were trying so hard with the date nights, and you know, you're trying to initiate.
You've tried everything you can,
You're
but you can't force someone to treat you right and be a good boyfriend if they don't.
He
if they don't
sounds
wanna
like he's a loser. Okay,
Yeah.
he's a loser.
Let him watch Clarkson's Farm.
And the fact
so you
that
go out there and you can go and have some
you
fun.
just said, oh, you know, that was a really awful sexual experience.
Yeah.
You're trying to watch Jeremy Clarkson grow his mushrooms, as Sophia said, and saying, oh, this is just what I'm just doing.
Oh,
this
it's
for
just
you.
a chill. What? I beg your pardon?
I beg.
What kind of God complex is that?
Beg your pardon, sir.
Hmm.
Right? And then you have the audacity. I'm just saying, you know, I'm saying how I feel. You have the audacity to turn it around on me, and I'm in the wrong.
The audacity.
Who do you think you
Where
are?
do they get that from?
Where do they learn
You'll be
that?
way better off
Is
without
it like
this guy,
a little
please.
boys club where they all learn how to gaslight? There must be tips how to.
Maybe there's a
gaslight.
manual.
How to gaslight my girlfriend. Definitely.
Maybe there's a PDF
I bet you there's a PDF they're downloading. It's disgusting. I bet they're paying $5.99 for that.
subscription a month.
Gaslight PDF.
You can do much
But
better.
what's
Please
great
get out of this
is that
situation.
You're awake and you're aware.
You're recognizing.
Yeah.
You're not being blinded. You're not under a spell.
Right. So actually, how is she going to go about this? You literally just.
Sack him off.
You literally text him, this isn't working for me. This is not working for me.
This is boring.
This is boring.
I'm not bothered. I'm unaffected. I'm just bored.
This is
and
boring.
you're turning me off.
You aren't treating me how I deserve to be treated. I'll be exiting this relationship
Goodbye.
pronto. Please can I have my gifts back? Please can I have my gifts back?
My friend Tom really would like them.
There we go.
The end.
My friend Steve would really love. There you go. My new friend Steve doesn't even watch TV.
He's not even got a TV license.
There we go. Illegal. He's an illegal bad boy. Moving on from the farm, swiftly switching things up. We've got Reddit porn. Now, we spoke about Reddit yesterday.
We did speak about Reddit yesterday, which is weird
Which is weird.
because we never speak about Reddit.
No, but from what I gathered, Reddit is a site.
I think so. Discourse.
Discords. Chit-chat, Discord
Chit-chat.
situation. So Sarah here said Reddit porn. Is this cheating?
Good question.
Good question. Hi, girls, love the podcast and have a rather weird dilemma for you both involving Reddit. For context, I've been with my boyfriend for about a year now and we have not had any issues up until this point. So a few months ago, I was chilling at my boyfriend's house whilst we were watching football on TV.
Classic.
I had zero interest in watching the football, so was scrolling on Instagram and TikTok, as you do, and my phone died. So I asked my boyfriend if I could borrow his phone whilst he watched the football. Without any hesitation, he handed me his phone. I proceeded to click onto his photo album to entertain myself,
Oh,
thinking
no.
I would look at pictures of our recent holiday together. He had no issue with this, and I started showing him the pictures from our holiday together, reminiscing on the good times we
that's
had.
cute. Oh, look at us here. Oh, I didn't know you
Well,
took
yeah,
that
at
one.
least he wasn't being
Oh.
skittish.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like, no, go charge your own phone. However, I didn't expect to come across was a photo of his penis.
Of his own.
Yeah, of his penis.
Okay,
Well, she's put
self-portrait.
dick, but I prefer to say penis.
The more scientific language.
Because you know what you'd be thinking there is like, you didn't send me that picture. Because I'm assuming here it's a picture she's never seen before.
Right.
So he was either taking it out of his own curiosity to see how it looked in the lights.
Yes, in different lights.
Yeah, with the flash.
On his new phone or
or
something.
it was intended for someone else.
Was it just raw? Like
A raw picture of his penis. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I was rather taken aback. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I was rather taken aback by this, as I have not received any photos of this nature from him. Yeah. My heart started to sink
Oh.
as my mind went to thoughts of him sending to another girl and of him cheating on me. I quietly noted the timestamps of these photos, and they
very
were
clever.
recent, as in from that month. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, because you didn't scroll up that. Yeah.
Yeah,
How far did
like-
you scroll.
Yeah. But then, like, obviously he like, it could have just been the curiosity. I mean, we're not taking pictures of our own vaginas.
Not usually, no.
Not regularly, no.
No.
Yeah.
And if I ever have, actually, I haven't, but I would think to delete it after I'd.
Well, yeah, the first thing that would come to my mind if anyone was going to start scrolling through my album would be, oh my God, there's my vagina on there. Oh God. Okay, so I then showed him the photo of what I was looking at and asked, what is this? He,
Does this look familiar to you?
he immediately replied with, I was going to send those to you.
No, you weren't.
Good response, though, thinking on his feet. "Oh, that was intended for you.
That was meant for you.
Yeah.
It was a gift.
I thought
No one wants an unsolicited,
I know.
unwarranted.
I know.
No one wants that
Raw.
popping up on their iMessage.
I thought to myself that this sounded like a bullshit reply straight away. Oh, God. And began to scroll further into his phone album.
Good for you, girl. Get those fingers
I
moving
couldn't
quick.
see anything further of this nature, but my gut instinct told me to check his recently deleted. Oh, my God.
How did you get in there without his Face ID, though?
Maybe it's still the old. I feel like that's only on the new update.
Oh.
There was more, oh my God, there was more photos of the sort and also selfies he had taken of himself.
Oh, nothing to put you off your own boyfriend by seeing
Okay.
selfies he's took.
I know. I then showed him, I found his recently deleted folder and said, who are you sending all these to? Okay, so she found more penis pics.
When are we getting to Reddit?
And selfies. Oh my God.
This is
please,
Reddit
I feel a bit
content?
sick. Is he posting that on the Reddit platforms? At that moment, I knew they were going to someone and I was not that person. Well, yeah, selfies. You kind of send selfies to people, you know, and
Do you?
people on Snapchat and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Can you talk on Reddit like with a person he text?
Maybe there's a messaging thing.
Maybe there's like an online. Okay. Oh God. He told me he uploaded them onto Reddit.
What, selfies and dick pics?
That's what I'm assuming.
That's a big jump.
I have never used Reddit in my life, so didn't know how to navigate the app very well, but clicked onto it on his phone and began to dig. Oh my God. So he's just like literally shitting himself.
God, he's just watching you on his
I
phone.
found one. Oh my God. I found one thread of him sending these photos, but no reply from anyone. So he's sending his penis and his face, and no one's
and
replying.
just no reply.
Right. So I'm
Oh,
assuming.
now I kind of feel sorry for him. No one's engaged.
Yes. Well, as they
What,
shouldn't.
not to the confidence.
As they shouldn't. So no. So you must be able to message people.
right.
Or is it just
or
like
he's posting them on a forum?
what for the world to see?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. Oh my God. I'd literally be feeling physically sick. I asked him repeatedly whether he was sending these photos to another girl, and he kept denying it. But where are they going then? This entire time, I had his phone in my hand and had a quick look on his recently sent WhatsApp messages and Instagram messages. No messages stood out to me. Okay. I asked him to explain why I found these photos and what he meant by sending them on Reddit.
Yeah.
He explained that he used it as a form of porn and it felt more personal to him as it was in real time rather than watching a video online. So was he
Okay.
receiving pictures back?
Well, she's saying no one replied.
Yeah. So he's just sending is that sexy?
Into
Maybe
the
he feels a bit
abyss.
sexy about doing that. All of
Maybe
this,
he likes the danger,
right.
the spontaneity.
but then he's matching his willy with his
face, right? Usually it would be one or the other.
Yeah. All of this information left me feeling rather icky and very uncomfortable. He explained to me that it was all anonymous and on an 18
Anonymous,
page
baby,
on
put a
Reddit.
fucking selfie out there. There's nothing anonymous about it.
So it must be just like people post pics in.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's sexy and everyone gets off.
Yeah.
To me, sending people private images whilst in a relationship felt like an awful cheating. But he kept saying how he didn't see it that way until I put everything into context for him. He agreed with me and said he would never do it again.
Okay.
God. Now he knows how I feel about it. If I was to ever come across him doing it again, I would break up with him, as I do see it as a breach of trust. But now I have chosen to let it go. He does seem very sorry, but I feel a bit embarrassed and haven't told any of my friends except one. Yeah, it's quite embarrassing.
It's very
Please
embarrassing.
don't embarrass me, motherfucker. Yeah, it's embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. Like, are you okay? Not really.
Not really. My boyfriend's been posting selfies
I
dick
found
pics on Reddit.
a picture of his willy on his phone. I've never seen it before, and he told me he's posting it on Reddit.
What do you say to that?
And it's like a form of porn for him.
Well, I appreciate his honesty. He was probably embarrassed
He was
himself.
caught. He had to be honest in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that he didn't try and turn it around on you.
Yeah.
He didn't try and
he
like...
took accountability, which is what we like.
Yeah,
here.
I don't doubt that he
Yes.
was a bit like, oh, this is embarrassing.
I told her all of my findings on his phone, and she agrees it is borderline cheating. However, she said she has also used Reddit as a method of porn,
Oh, okay.
but has never sent anyone pictures privately. So there must be forums where you can just look at pics.
Sexual forums.
And then you can post things in. So he was just engaging in the content, I guess. It is a hard one, as I do not understand properly how Reddit works, but would be devastated if I found messages on WhatsApp of this nature. This is also something I raised to him, and he agreed and said he was only using it as a form of porn whilst I had been on holiday. My main point
Porn.
main point of all of this was that if it is stuff that is public and for everyone to see, I do not consider it cheating, but the act of sending things privately and messaging people anonymously is crossing a boundary of mine. What do you girls think? Is it okay that I have let this slide for now? What would you do if you were in my shoes and this was the only issue with your partner that you'd had? Thanks, girls.
Yeah, it's hard because we're not Reddit users like yourself. And she's thinking, I don't really know how this thing works. But I do think that, yeah, it's embarrassing. It's a little bit like, oh, I did not know this was going on. But I do think if he seems genuinely apologetic, I don't think he was using it as a means to cheat on you. I don't think he was getting like personal with people on there and it being I'm thinking it was putting it on a public thing that other people can also post images from, and it's like in the moment. I don't know.
Right. Well, it's kind of like anonymous users. What I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
It's
talk
kind
us
of
through.
It's kind of like anonymous users. Like we've got Salt Lake City account, which is a user, want to learn user, and someone said, I just typed in Reddit porn. And someone's posted subreddit to find porn. I'm looking for a subreddit where I can specify what I'm looking for, and others can help me find it. Is there one like this? And people are just replying like, "Oh, why don't you check out this one? Why don't you check out this one?"
So
so he might just be sending it to these unknown users.
Yeah, he was using it in the way some people intend to use it.
Message
and
people.
Now you've said that you're not comfortable with that, and you know about that. It's like, okay, he sounds like he's saying, "Okay, I'm not going to do that again."
Yeah. Maybe, that was obviously what was just turning him on while you were away.
That's what he was getting up to.
We do need to be more educated on the Reddit situation.
We do.
But it's kind of good that your friend said that, oh, I've used Reddit before for this.
Yeah.
But I didn't post my own things in, but it is just like somewhere where people go for porn.
Yeah.
And if and you've set your boundaries, you said, that's not cool with me. I don't feel comfortable with that.
Just stick to the regular.
And he apologized. He said he wouldn't do it again. That was a good response.
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't switch.
I'm
it
not
on
sure
you.
what else he could have done in that situation, really. I think he handled it as best as he could.
Me too. He didn't snatch the phone out of your hand.
Yeah.
He let you browse the Reddit.
Yeah.
He let you go on his
WhatsApp,
messages.
Instagram.
He let you look in his recently deleted.
Yeah.
I mean, he was definitely shitting himself that afternoon for sure.
Yeah. I think this is, you can forgive this and get past this if everything else is great.
You know
You've
what's
just got
funny?
a boundary now. Like now he knows, like, well, I'm not okay with you posting that, even if you don't, these people are in wherever and it's what it's for. But
Yeah, I mean, he did try and deny it at the start, didn't he? Oh, that was meant for you.
oh yeah, he shit himself. That's why.
So he did know that
Most people would though.
He did know that he was doing something that he probably knew that you weren't going to be okay with, but at least he owned up to it. What's
Yeah.
funny is that he kept that one picture of his penis. He
Yeah,
thought
must have
looked
liked
good.
it. Must have been saving
He
it for future reference.
Deleted everything else, but he liked that one.
Good for him.
Good for him. Yeah, sounds like a confident guy
yeah.
with his manhood. This is
Hello
a
there.
serious message, I would say.
Absolutely. This is just a brief interruption to the broadcast.
There we go. A brief interruption just to merely say, please,
Simple
we beg
favour.
of you to please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Once again, that is please subscribe.
We're trying to hit 100k. It'd be
We
lovely to get a
really
plaque.
are. Come
And
on, you guys
what?
are getting us pretty close.
You guys, we could put it on the wall. We could share it together.
we
We celebrate.
could. It would be a team effort.
Yes, so it'd be just lovely.
Please subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to us, and it helps the channel out a lot. It helps the podcast, and it's a very quick, simple step. So
Thank you very much for listening.
Enjoy the rest of the broadcast. Okay, next dilemma. Help. First date and will only go for coffee.
I do think if you've never met, I do think it can be an easy, quick hi and bye.
Yes.
Just to touch base and be like, oh, he
see
was
if
kind
you
of nice.
kind of like them, especially if you've met them online.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say like it's like it's not a date, like
No.
a date.
It's a let me check you are who you said you were.
It's a hi and a bye and checking that, you're not catfish or whatever.
But then also it could lead on to, should we go for a walk? It could.
Yeah, and then it can, have you had any food?
Yeah.
It is one.
Should we get some lunch?
Yeah, it can lead on. If
lead
you're like
on.
having a good time, yeah.
Hi, girlies. So I'm a single girl for a while now, around 4 years.
Congrats.
So naturally, I'm on Hinge. There's this guy who I'm talking to, but he has said he has this one rule for a first date. It has to be only coffee. E.g., no drinks or dinner.
I don't like this rule from guys. Because why is he saying that? He's being cheap. He doesn't want to spend money on drinks. He doesn't want to buy you dinner.
I understand it from the guy's point of view, but it's not something that is attractive.
I feel like the way that you're saying this is my rule, it's like, you're being really, that's
it's
like,
weird. Because
that's
he's
icky.
thinking, I do this a lot. It's expensive to
Yeah.
take every girl for dinner. So I'm going to do a little coffee. If she's fit and she looks like her pics, I'll take her out for dinner.
I
That's
don't like
what
the attitude from that man.
says to
No,
me.
it should be like, oh my God, I want to take you out and spend money on you and wine and dine you.
But he obviously doesn't.
This is my rule. Okay, well, actually, it's turning me off from you a bit because this lets me know that you go on all these dates and it's all these coffees and I'm just another one of your coffee dates.
It's giving speed dating.
Yeah.
Bit weird, but was fine with it. We continued talking, trying to organise the date, and realised we work close by. So I suggest we catch up during our work lunch hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, very efficient, wasting
Yeah,
no time
efficient,
here.
yeah.
He agrees. I then tell him to find somewhere yummy for us to eat. Lunch break, lunch hour. I need to be fueled. I've got to go back to work.
I at least need a fucking banana
I need
bread.
to pick me up.
Yeah.
He then responds saying, can't break my only rule, which is first date is only a coffee.
Please.
Well, in that case, I have to meet you on my coffee break at 11:15, not my lunch break at 1:30. Am I being dramatic? But it's my lunch hour. A girl's got to eat. It's giving zero effort.
It is.
I'm thinking, sorry, if you can't take me out for some lunch, then you don't get a date.
like, this will be a quick lunch.
Right. We've both got to get back to work.
Like, this might be like like a salad bar or I don't know.
But am I being dramatic? Dating online is
break
really
my own
hard,
rule.
so I don't know if in general I should accept what some are offering for a chance of something, or if I'm lowering my standards. I feel like I've really tried and put myself out there, but to no avail. Would love to know what you think.
Are we come on. It's my lunch break.
It's not giving romance, is it?
Not at all.
It's
like,
giving very like
Well, it's low
efficient.
effort.
It's low effort. It's for him. I mean, sometimes like it's great. Like if you've met someone online and you're not too sure and you don't want to
Yes,
spend 2
commit.
hours getting ready
Yeah.
and dolled up, and you've got plans
Yeah.
on Friday night with your friends, so you don't really want to potentially waste your time on
Yeah.
a date. It is quite a good way to see if you initially like
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
See if you initially hit it off. Like it's
sure.
a quick coffee. If it's great,
Is
then
there
we've
attraction?
left them wanting more. If it's not great, I've not wasted any time. I've not spent any money. I've not invested too much.
It's just a low
there
effort
are
for me.
benefits to it, but it's the fact that he's
Because-
putting it forward as a rule. Like this is just a strict rule. If
It's
he'd
like-
have just said like, I'd love to go for a quick coffee. Like, do you want to grab a coffee? Yeah, but it's the fact that he's told you about this. Oh, well, this is my strict rule.
And then he can't
That's
break
what
his
changes
rule.
the vibe of it.
And you said, yeah, okay, brilliant. See you on lunch break, super quick. Like we've maybe got an hour, right?
Yeah.
We've maybe even got 45 minutes
minutes.
because I've got to actually get back
Right.
on time. So, okay, find somewhere super cute and you know, find somewhere say, oh, well, I can't break my own rule.
yeah.
Costa Coffee it is. Just find a cute little like little place we can sit down, have a sandwich.
It's
and leave.
disappointing. It's like,
it's just
really?
giving low effort and just like can't be bothered vibes.
Yeah.
And it's like actually it's it's cute that we work near and like we're gonna do it on our
convenient.
lunch break. Like that's really quite cute.
Yeah, because then if like say if we do it on a Wednesday, we might have a really great time.
And see you
I'll
on the
see you
Friday.
Saturday night.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we can plan something nice for the
exactly.
weekend.
Like he's being weird.
Yeah.
I think just be like, oh, that's disappointing. I need to eat lunch on my lunch break.
yeah, I think you could say something witty.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, so
make him feel weird, like for this weird rule.
yeah.
You think you're God's gifts to dating for dating.
Yeah.
God's gift to coffee dates.
It's weird.
It's fucking
You need to say
weird.
something about, well, we'll have to be my
'Cause he
coffee break,
only
then not my lunch break, because I need to eat.
Because he only wants to spend £5.
Yeah, that's a shame. But maybe you could go. Maybe you might like him.
maybe, you know, if we actually get to know him, he might this just might be his weird little rule.
This weird little thing.
And hopefully he's got no other weird quirks.
Date 2, you progress to lunch. Then date 3 is dinner.
But it is
to
giving
work your
a
way up
bit
the
just-
ranks.
It's giving like, oh, well, you've got to earn. I don't like it because it's like, it's giving like, oh, well, you've got to earn a dinner date.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. He's
Like the
thinking,
privilege
like,
is yours.
Yeah, like you've got to earn like a nice date in a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, who the
And
fuck
that's
are you?
gross,
I can take
actually.
myself to a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Like being like, well, I'll only keep it low effort and minimal for the first date. Like you've got to earn that.
Yeah, when you word
Like,
it like that, it sounds
and
horrible.
that's how I feel like he's thinking. Like he thinks him and his mates like, oh yeah, we only do coffee dates because we ain't spending all this money.
Get a better job then.
Get a better job, get some more money than if you can't afford to take a lady to a nice dinner for
Get
the
off
first
dating
date.
apps if you can't afford to take
There
girls
we
on a nice
go.
date.
You say
Or
it
he's
loud.
just a nice guy that's had a lot of bad luck. And you know, he's like, I need to pay my rent this month, but this girl looks amazing. But I just want to I'll take her for a little coffee.
Like,
It's
is he-
not the fact that the coffee is the date. It's the fact that it's his rule.
Yeah, it's like because I
And
would
it's
have,
the fact that now
Yeah.
it's like sometimes a coffee date is perfect first date. It's great.
For sure.
I don't disagree with that at all. But it's just his
It's the
attitude,
way-
or maybe the attitude that we've imagined. But it's the rule vibes, and it's like, you're meeting me on my lunch break. I need a fucking snack.
because like what would happen if you say, well, I'd actually love to grab dinner on Thursday. It's gonna go.
Oh no, I've checked the rule book.
Well, you've got to earn the dinner.
I think you can reply something like witty about
Yeah.
needing to eat and it being a lunch break and blah, 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 blah. And then if he still is like, oh, well, guess it's you can just be like, okay, let's just sack this off.
Okie dokie, Sarah here says, how do I tell him I've changed my mind about marriage?
It's giving
So this
mature.
is either I don't want to get married anymore or I do want to get married.
50-50.
50-50. Hey, girly whirlies. I've been in an amazing, fulfilling, beautiful relationship for a year now. Before this, I was with my ex for 12 years.
Wow.
From the age of 25 to 27.
I mean, 2 years, maybe.
Maybe.
That's 12 years. God, yeah. Started when I was
12
25.
years, that's
finished when I
your
was
whole bloody
27.
life. That's half your life. Okay, 2 years from the age of 25 to 27. It was a very traumatic relationship. I took a year out to heal and then I met my now boyfriend. He has continued to heal me inside out. He is the kindest, most lovely person I know and is absolutely gorgeous. We love that.
Aw.
Round of applause for nice boyfriends.
What a gorgeous boy.
Yeah. After my ex, I genuinely believed I didn't want marriage in my future. Oh,
Okay.
This was because of two things. If I ever end up wanting to leave someone, I don't want to have to fight to do so. And secondly, I don't like the idea of a traditional marriage where you become a man's property-in-law. Mrs. means misters.
Like their own. Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, like you're the misters.
The old ball and chain.
Stop.
Oh,
And like
no.
when your like dad gives you away, of course, you have to get a divorce if things go wrong. You have to entwine all your finances. Like it just wasn't for me. Okay. However, I love celebrating love, and I do understand the need to take a relationship to the next step, which is more than a boyfriend-girlfriend vibes. So I looked into it and realised that a civil partnership is what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
You're a recognised couple in law. This is important to me, as when my ex was in hospital in a foreign country, they wouldn't allow me to see
Yeah,
him
you're
as
not next of kin.
I wasn't a relation or a spouse, despite being together for 8 years at the time. You aren't financially tied. My new boyfriend won't incur my debt, such as my overdraft, and no need for a divorce if that ever occurred, etc. So you're thinking, okay, a civil partnership I can get on board with.
Yeah.
When me and my boyfriend first started dating, he asked me if I wanted marriage and kids, and I said no to both. I did say that I might like a civil partnership, but definitely not marriage. He agreed and said he doesn't want marriage, but that if I ever changed my mind, he would do anything to make me happy, and hadn't thought about a civil partnership before. Sounds like a lovely guy.
Yeah. What's the problem?
He's saying, look, if you ever change your mind,
Yeah, let me know. I can get on board.
Yeah, let me know. I love you.
Yeah.
Gorge. Over the last year, there's been a few, because it's good, because he could have said, oh yeah, absolutely marriage. I don't ever want to like join in the union. Then I'd be like, oh shit.
Sounds like you're both kind of
Kinda open.
open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the last year, there's been a few occasions where this has come up in a roundabout way, where he's mentioned who he'd like to have as his best man one day.
Oh, it's kind of nice that you're both
Yeah,
individually
like
thinking about
you're
it.
both kind of like dipping your toes and going, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Where he'd want to have a wedding and what his wedding would look like, etc. And then there's also been a few occasions where we've both casually acknowledged in conversation what marriage isn't in our future. That's not to say that we won't be life partners, though. Okay, so you think we've had conversations where he said, "Oh, I think like Brian might be my best man," and then also other conversations where you've gone, "Yeah, marriage isn't really our thing." So you're kind of thinking,
Bit of
"Well, what
both.
do we?" Okay. Lately, I'm having quite strong feelings that I know he's the one. I trust him fully and I'm so at peace with him. I'm settled, I'm happy in my healthy little life. And when we're together, we are just so happy. Oh, I'm so happy for you. There are obviously one or two things that bother me slightly, but when I talked it through with my friends, I realised it's just a case of nobody's perfect and these tiny issues aren't an actual problem. And he always means well. Anyway, I decided I want a civil partnership with him one day.
Okay.
I want him to propose and I want a wedding. I want to take this to the next step.
Okay.
But when I sit and think about how to tell him it sounds so extreme, almost like I'd be putting pressure on him, when that's not the case. I just want to let him know that I do want that with him. How do I do that without doing the whole, can we talk? I want you to propose.
Oh, take
kind
a
of like
seat.
ultimatum.
Take a seat.
Yeah, sit down. I've got something to say. Okay, so she's just saying, how do I
Oh,
approach
this
this?
sounds really positive.
Yeah, attached pictures for no other reason than to show you how handsome he
yay!
is. Love you girls. Are you ready?
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Oh,
we've got
a beautiful sunset.
sunset pic. Oh, I think this is him. Very strapping.
Wow, strapping young boy.
Oh.
Oh, very handsome.
So this appears that he has attended a
a
friend's
lot
wedding.
of weddings, yeah.
Yeah.
A friend's obviously got married.
Oh, he's
cute.
really handsome.
Oh,
he
you guys.
looks happy. Oh, and another
Oh,
one.
date night.
Okay,
Love it.
and Sarah's identity is kept under
It's
wraps.
remained anonymous. I think this is super positive.
This is lovely.
I think it's not something that is like a taboo. You guys speak about this.
Yes.
You've spoken about civil partnerships, and
Yes.
it's all been very
He said,
positive.
"Oh, my best man one day."
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's-
not like you've had, bad arguments or things have always rocked the boat when you've mentioned
And he
civil
said, like,
partnership.
I will never, do that or whatever.
So I think you just can bring it up as you usually have in the past,
Mm-hmm.
like in a very roundabout way, as you said, and just be like, I think I've decided, like, I don't, I know we've been going back and forth for a while. I know before
We
I
have
was
a lot
very
of conversations
against
about
it,
it.
but I think I have decided that, I would love to talk to you about this because I would like to do this one day. One
I
day.
think of an
and I think he's
evening-
going to be like, okay, noted. Me too. And just
for sure.
yeah, I don't
Think-
think it will come across as you're putting pressure on him and we must do this
No.
now. And I think you just want to let him know that you've made your choice
Decision.
and how you want your future to look together, and you want him to know that. And it sounds like he's already on the same page as you.
Yeah.
But you
Picture
just want to get
this.
it off your chest. It's like, you do know that I want you to propose,
Yeah.
right?
Picture this. It's a gorgeous evening. We're in July.
Yeah, we're having a barbecue. We're in the garden.
like, we've
our feet
got-
are up. We've had a bottle of wine.
We've got a bottle of wine. We've got
On
a glass
ice.
each. We've got Jeremy Clarkson's farm on, just in the background.
in the
Just
background.
in the background.
Low volume.
We're not locked in. The
No.
sun's shining. The patio doors are ajar.
Yeah.
The breeze is coming in.
Blowing in the breeze.
We're throwing the ball for the
curtain.
dog, and you just go, you know what? you do the triangle. You go.
You do the triangle.
You do the triangle effect. You go eyes, mouth, eyes, mouth, eyes, mouth, eyes, mouth. And you go, you know what?
This is
I
it.
want a civil partnership with you one day. I'd love you to propose to me one day.
The end.
And he's gonna
Can I get you a top up?
He's gonna do the triangle on you. He's gonna look into your eyes. He's gonna kiss you.
I
He's
would
gonna
love
say,
that too.
I would love that too, Sarah.
At the end. Problem solved.
I think that's how it's gonna go. He sounds like a lovely guy.
Yeah.
And he's going to
King.
go, well, I've already decided who my best... maybe he'll go, I was just waiting on you.
Yeah. You know who
And
my
then
best man
he
is.
pulls out the ring from his back pocket and he gets down on one knee.
Will you wait right there?
Or you right there. Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment. He gets out the ring. Will you be my civil partnership union? Are you a wife if you're a civil partnership?
I'm not sure. Don't think so.
No. Will you have a civil partnership with me, Sarah?
I do. I will. The end.
Oh, where are we going to get married? Oh.
Good luck. That sounds
I
really
think
happy. I'm excited for
It's
you.
going to be great.
Yeah.
He sounds like a lovely guy.
Yeah.
And he wants you to be happy. And it sounds like
You sound very compatible.
he's open to it. If that's going to make you happy,
Lots to look forward to.
you guys. Oh,
Okay, we've got a Brian in the building. Our Brian appearances are becoming quite frequent and we absolutely love it.
we welcome it so much.
So our final dilemma this week, we've got embarrassing in all caps
Honestly,
from Brian.
your own embarrassing moments are never as embarrassing as they feel.
And it's that
Right?
thing of like,
'Cause
it's
it's
only
you.
embarrassing if you let it be. It's like that whole vibe of,
It's like, oh, and also, it's like if
But,
Sophia did
yeah.
something and was like, oh my God, I didn't want to
That's
see
so
that.
embarrassing.
I go, well, I didn't even,
yeah, it's fine, totally fine.
don't worry about it.
Okay, huge fan of the show. You guys make every Wednesday at work a breeze.
Mr. Brian.
I have a dilemma. A few years ago, I started talking to a girl named Sarah. We hit it off and began seeing each other over the summer. We're in New Zealand. This was during Christmas time. We met each other's families and it felt like a honeymoon period. I got to know all her friends and they were urging me to ask her out, so I did. Oh my God.
Brian, that's lovely.
After 4 months of seeing each other and talking, I finally... Oh no.
Wait, so we're in New Zealand.
We're in New Zealand.
Like what?
I finally asked her out. To my surprise,
No,
she didn't take it well and friend-zoned me.
too much.
I'm so sorry. I was completely blindsided. Her friends were also so confused and sided with me on the matter.
Okay.
Shortly after, she dropped out of school and moved to Australia. Fast forward to last year, she sent me a happy birthday message and mentioned she was coming back. We started talking again before she arrived. When she got here, we caught up and began seeing each other again. But then she became distant, told me she wanted to spend New Year's by herself. I respected her decision and thought nothing of it. I sent her a Happy New Year message, didn't get a reply until 4 p.m. the next day.
It sounds like
Turns out she was at a party with her friends. Later, I heard a rumor that she had a thing for her best friend's stepbrother. I brushed it off as a joke, but then she didn't talk to me for 6 days, being really dry and not giving me much. So I decided to let her go. Less than a week later, she got with her best friend's stepbrother, who she fancied. How do I get over this without feeling embarrassed? Thanks, Brian. Brian, this is a safe space. Thank you for confiding in us.
Rejection.
You're always welcome here.
Is redirection.
We say it to the girlies all the time.
She wasn't for you. You deserve someone who's going to just love
Rejection
you.
is protection.
Yeah, she wasn't
You
for
put yourself out there. The friends were riling you up. You thought, okay, I'm going to do it. You've been speaking. You've been like dating. It was going well. You had every reason to think, oh my God, this girl's going to be my girlfriend. And you went for it and you were really brave and you asked her out.
Really brave. And that's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
You know,
a bit of courage.
You know,
he's not the kind of guy that's saying coffee first date rule.
Not
This is the kind of guy that's going to
all.
wine and dine you 3-course meal.
It sounds like you'd go to the lady's house with a bunch of roses.
Yeah.
And
Open the door for her.
Yeah, and you've got a gorgeous ride, bottle of wine for the parents.
Yeah.
You're a lovely guy, Brian.
You're a lovely guy.
I
I think how to not be embarrassed. This goes back to like, it's only embarrassing if you let it be. Like, it's only embarrassing if you let it make you feel embarrassed.
Just be like, oh, I read the wrong signals. Oh, I thought,
whoops. Like, just say to yourself, like, that's not embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed. Like, make it a mantra. Like, don't let this take like it's a thing of life. You've asked someone out, their friend zoned you. It's happened to almost everyone. Like, it's a common thing. It's not like you've got to go around wearing a fucking sign that says I got rejected.
No,
like,
no one knows.
No one knows.
No one literally knows.
Like, you can just go do your own thing. Reject is
Yeah.
protection. This girl wasn't meant for you, and you handled the situation great.
And also, it's nothing that
on
you
to the
did,
next.
no doubt. It's not a reflection of you at all. It sounds like she wasn't ready for commitment. It sounds like she liked you a lot because she went back to you. You were
I
hanging
think you
out.
were like a comfort blanket for her. You were
Yeah.
someone who ultimately she knew liked her.
Yes.
And she probably found you in moments of like feeling maybe rejected by other people herself, or in moments of like maybe boredom.
Yeah.
And she kind of you were like her reoccurring, the person she would go back to, because she knew you'd get a reply and you'd be super nice
and
to
you
her.
were super nice. You'd take her out and do nice things with her.
Yeah.
But
if anything, it's good that she's now in a relationship, because it kind of just gets her out the way for you, and it's not someone who you it's final now. She's in a relationship with someone else. She's off the cards.
If she remains single now, she'd be
toying with your
yo-yoing,
emotions.
Yeah, toying with you, coming back to you, back to, I don't know, but it's good that she's got a man now. Okay, good. At least you won't be messaging me anymore.
Yeah.
And you can move on
to the next.
onto someone who's going to appreciate you and actually want something with you.
Yeah.
Because you deserve that. Oh, Brian,
thank you for writing in.
For Brian. Just own it. You know, you have to go through rejection.
Makes you stronger.
Makes you
Britney Spears stronger.
Makes you
Heard
stronger.
it. Or Kelly
Is that the
Clarkson.
song? That's Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Well, how does Britney's go?
Stronger
Than yesterday. Gorgeous.
Great music video.
Right, let's find a quote that's going to sum up today's
Yeah,
episode in
go
a
on.
beautiful roundabout
Should we
way.
find a rejection quote?
There we go, a rejection quote. That's exactly what we need for the girlies.
You found one already?
Don't be upset when people reject you. Nice things are rejected all the time by people who can't afford them. Ooh, absolutely. Rejection comes with two gifts, redirection and protection. When it's a redirection, it is God's way of telling you to turn another way so you don't waste time on the wrong path. As a protection, it is God shielding you from harm's way and saving you from what could destroy you.
Fucking hell.
In both ways, the message of rejection is clear.
Sounds like something from the Bible.
It says Luke chapter. I'm joking.
Bartholomew.
You're only overlooked, rejected, and ignored by people who aren't meant to be in your life.
So true.
Let it go in peace and look ahead in gratitude.
When God's reserved a diamond for you, he'll make other stones reject you.
There we go.
Just need your diamond, Brian. It's on its way.
There we go.
I mean, the ultimate one is rejection is redirection.
It is.
It doesn't really get better than that.
It doesn't get better than that. It's protection. It's redirection. It's rerouting. All right.
Well, thank you so much for listening, guys. Happy Wednesday.
Thank you for
If
being
you would
here
like
today.
an extra episode of the podcast, we have episodes every single Monday over on Patreon. There is so many episodes on there to binge. And
Almost
it's
60
a really
over
lovely
there now.
community. It's a
Well,
lot to get
roundabout.
through on there.
There's a lot.
And you can email your dilemmas to hello@thegirlsbathroom.com.
You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We love you. Thank you for being here today.
If you're part of the group chat, we'll see you on Monday.
Woohoo!
If not, we'll see you back here next
Woohoo!
Wednesday.
Love you.
Bye.